So if you've just bought a new ute, like this Kia Tasman over here, and you're trying to decide what canopy should you go for, but you're quite confused because the prices on the market vary from like 2 grand all the way up to like 6 grand and above, then this is the perfect video for you. Hi, my name is Rashid from GRAND4x4, and in today's video, I'm gonna kind of walk you through the differences between a 2 grand canopy and one of a premium branded canopy, like within the 5 to 6 grand price point. So if you've just purchased your ute, or you might have had it for a little while, and you are looking for safe, lockable, weatherproof space on your tub, you might have come to the realization that you probably need a canopy. Now, if you went onto Google and you just searched for your vehicle and metal canopy or aluminium canopy, you are going to see about, I don't know, 50 to 100 different options. And generally speaking, they all look virtually identical, especially if you don't know what you're looking for. If you're just looking on that kind of shopping tab, all the metal canopies, black, they kind of look the same, but the prices vary. You know, you have them starting at about 1,800 bucks on the low end, and then depending on the supplier, they could go up to about 32, sometimes even 3,500 bucks on the solid side version of the canopy. Now, you're probably wondering why the price difference, and this is a question that we probably get asked the most, like, why is our canopy more expensive than the 2 grand job? Now, for most people, the way websites or the way people read websites is that they don't actually completely read the copy. They scan through the copy. They're using what's called an F pattern, right? So basically they just scan the website, they look at images, they look at the main keywords, and for the most part, they come up with their own meaning of the products based on the website or the landing page. Now, for people that actually went through in detail with a fine-tooth comb and went through the website copy and actually read the information and compared that information amongst all of the canopies, they'd soon figure out why some canopies are 2 grand and why some canopies are 6 grand. So let's start off with, why are some companies able to sell a canopy for pretty much any ute for like 2 to 2.5 grand. So the main point is that these canopies are flat packed. So that means generally 5 pieces. They come in little flat pack boxes. The reason that they are so much cheaper to bring to the market is a few different reasons. The first one is they are cheaper to transport around, obviously, right? You can pack them up flat. Whereas if it was a single piece unit, you could probably get 1 canopy. If it was a flat pack canopy, you could put maybe 5 or 6 in there, right? So that brings down the logistical cost quite a bit. That's the first point. The second point is that the flat pack canopies, they're actually off-the-shelf products. For the most part, all of the, let's call them budget options, they are generic products. So that means these companies go out to these suppliers and they basically select from the catalog. I'd like 10 of the Hilux, 10 of the Navara, 10 of the Triton, 10 of the D-Max, order placed, packed in a container, shipped, comes across, they unpack the box, bolt everything up together, silicone it, bolt it on, there you go. 2 grand on the canopy, you're in for maybe about 700 or 800 bucks from the install because it takes about double the time. So yes, the second reason why canopies can be sold at that price is that they're actually generic products. So as I mentioned, just off the shelf. Now, one of the next reasons why canopies can be sold for kind of like that 2 to 2.5 grand price point is that they use what is called dimension data to design the canopies. So it uses the length and the width as well as the height of the available space. And then the canopy is built around those dimensions. And you're probably thinking, what's the problem with that? That's how canopies should be made, right? That is true, but with one important piece that's missing. If you have a look, if you come around here, I would like to show you something. As you can see, the Kia Tasman is quite a wide ute. It's quite a wide ute, right? Now, you'll notice that there is an additional fold at the bottom of the canopy here. And to the untrained eye, it probably looks a little bit bulky, right? But I want you to have a look here. If you have to take your eye and follow the line of the canopy, you'll see that it flows with the shape of the tub as well as the cab. Now, what you'll find is, if you were to go onto Google, search for Kia Tasman canopy, and you were to zoom into some of the pictures that you would see, you'll find that virtually all the other canopies will not have this additional fold. So what that means is that the canopy would start angling off from the edge of this point here, thus leaving an exposed piece of the cab. And what actually ends up happening is that the canopy ends up looking a little bit thin at the top, and it doesn't really flow with the overall profile of the vehicle. So when it comes to a canopy that's designed and manufactured by the company, all of these things are taken into consideration. So what makes the G4 canopy different to, let's say, one of these generic flat pack canopies? You've probably seen it already. Our G4 canopy is a single piece hybrid design tub canopy. So what that means is it's made out of a single shell design, all internally welded from the manufacturer. And what this canopy essentially is it bolts straight onto the load bearing points of the tub, so there's zero assembly involved. Now, these canopies are made using a stainless steel shell, not steel, this is stainless steel, and the doors are aluminium. So that means it's really lightweight and quite easy to open. There is quite a few accessories available for the canopies. This specific canopy doesn't really have much, but it has central locking, which is wired into the factory key. It is slightly more expensive than some of the other central locking options, which give you a separate key and also have a completely independent locking and receiver mechanism, whereas this one actually taps into the vehicle's central locking feed. So we'll just give it a crack. Open it. As you can see, it's quite easy to open. Tailgate open. Now, this is how the canopy gets installed. If you were to, let's say, purchase the canopy and get it shipped to you, it would get delivered essentially in a box like this. It's about 1.8 by 1.8 meters. It's packed full of packaging, kind of like protection. You unbox it, you need about 4 people or forklift to get the canopy safely onto the tub. That's after putting a rubber seal on the base here. And the installation is extremely easy. All you have to do is bolt on the canopy into the factory threaded points. So there's no drilling involved on virtually all of the canopies. So quite easy. The only thing that you'd have to have a bit of knowledge of is some auto electrical work, because you'd have to wire park, brake, as well as indicator lights. Now, some of these cheaper canopies for about $2,000, they generally only come with a single LED light, which is a brake light. Whereas the G4 canopy, you're going to get park, the brake, as well as sequential indicator lights. Some of the other features on the canopy is door activated internal lights, which now also comes with a dedicated control switch. So we can turn this function off. So if you're at the campsite and you want to leave your doors open, but it's still kind of like nighttime, but you don't want the lights on, right? You can choose when you want to turn your light on and off, right? And if this light was on, but all the doors were closed, here's the pressure switch here. You can see the light is now off, light is on, off, on. So there you go, that's the pressure switch. Something else on the canopy, internal uni-strut channeling. What does that mean? Basically, it's channels that allow you to bolt on all different kinds of accessories directly to the roof, zero drilling involved. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is the G4 canopy. It's taken us more than 2 years to design and develop and bring this product to the market. And the result is the G4 canopy is currently the best value single piece canopy in Australia. It's a fraction more than the generic flat pack canopies, and it's about 50% less or 50% of the price to our closest competitor in the single piece canopy segment. Now, if you have a current or recent model ute, like let's say in the past 10 or 12 years, it's a very high likelihood that we have a canopy for your vehicle. It's available for over 25 of the most popular utes in the country. We have it available in solid side versions for tradies or people that don't want eyes, or they just want something a bit more rugged. It's also available with the glass side version. Those are especially for people if you have dogs, if you're traveling with pets, or if you just want something that kind of looks a little bit more sleek, the glass side version of the canopy is available. Now, you're probably also thinking, what if you live in other states apart from Victoria? Yes, we do have interstate installers available across the country. The shipping is a little bit more expensive than the flat pack canopies because the box is so big. But at the end of the day, what are you actually going to get? You're going to get a canopy that is made from a single frame design. It uses stainless steel as opposed to steel in a lot of the cases. Designed specifically for the vehicle. It will come with custom brackets in most cases, and it comes with a full 2-year warranty. So yeah, if you have any questions or have any concerns, please let us know in the comments down below, and we'll be happy to respond to that. And if you're curious about what one of these canopies are worth, I'll leave a link where you can build your own canopy in less than 90 seconds, add on all the different types of accessories, and someone will get back to you pretty quickly. Thanks again for sticking around and watching the video, and we'll see you next time. Take care.